Do you feel stuck, weighed down by life's endless challenges? Do you ever wonder if there's a way to love your life again, even in the face of struggle? What if I told you that the key has been within your reach, all along a mindset so powerful it can transform the way you see the world and your place in it? This isn't just another quick fix or motivational buzzword. It's a philosophy practiced by some of the greatest minds in history. A mindset that teaches you how to face adversity, silence the chaos, and find peace in the storm. Today, we're diving into a Stoic principle that will change how you approach your life forever. By the end of this video, you'll not only feel more in control, but you'll begin to love your life again no matter what it throws at you. So, if you're ready to take that first step toward a stronger, more resilient you, let's begin. Imagine looking at every moment of your life, every success, every failure, every joy, and every heartbreak, not just with acceptance, but with gratitude. This is the essence of Amor Fati, a Latin phrase that means love of fate. It's not about resignation or mere tolerance of life's challenges. It's about embracing the entirety of your existence, every twist and turn, every triumph and setback as necessary and meaningful. The Stoics believed that life unfolds exactly as it's meant to, even if we don't always understand why in the moment. Instead of resisting reality or lamenting what could have been, Amor Fati challenges us to see every experience, no matter how difficult, as an essential piece of our journey. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, beautifully captured this mindset when he wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." What does this mean? It means that the obstacles we face aren't barriers to our progress, they're the very fuel we need to grow stronger. Life's challenges aren't here to break you, they're here to refine you. Think about it, what if every closed door was leading you to a better path? What if every disappointment was teaching you resilience? What if even the hardest moments were shaping you into the person you're destined to become? This mindset isn't easy. It takes courage to love your fate, especially when it feels cruel or unfair. But in learning to say yes to life, exactly as it is, you unlock a profound freedom. You stop fighting against what you cannot change and start transforming your challenges into opportunities for growth, wisdom, and strength. Amor Fati isn't just philosophy, it's a way of living that empowers you to find beauty, meaning, and even joy in the chaos. So the next time life throws something unexpected your way, ask yourself, how can I turn this into fuel? How can I use this to brighten my flame? That's the heart of Amor Fati. Think about it, how often do we fight against the present moment? We replay past mistakes in our heads, wishing we could undo them. We fret over the future, imagining worst-case scenarios that may never happen. Or we look at our current circumstances and think, this isn't how it's supposed to be. This resistance is so subtle, we often don't even notice it. Yet, it's at the root of so much of our suffering. The Stoics understood this deeply. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, put it plainly, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Here's the hard truth: we can't control most of what happens in life. We can't stop the storms, prevent setbacks, or erase the struggles that come our way. But what we can control is how we perceive and respond to these events. Yet, instead of embracing this truth, we resist it. We fight reality. We demand that life bends to our will. And when it doesn't, we spiral into frustration, anger, and despair. But here's the paradox: the more we resist what is, the more we suffer. Imagine trying to swim against a powerful current. The harder you fight, the more exhausted and defeated you feel. But if you let go and flow with the current, you may discover it's carrying you to exactly where you need to be. This is the essence of Amor Fati. It teaches us that surrender is not a form of weakness or defeat. It's the ultimate path to freedom. To love your fate is to say, this moment, no matter how difficult or imperfect, is mine. I will not resist it. I will embrace it, learn from it, and let it shape me. By surrendering to reality, you free yourself from the chains of what could have been or what might be. You step fully into the present, where life is unfolding exactly as it should. So the next time you catch yourself resisting, ask, what am I holding on to that I can't change? How can I accept this moment, even if it's not what I wanted? The moment you stop resisting is the moment you begin to transform. That's the power of Amor Fati. Imagine a life where you no longer feel burdened by regret, no longer wish that the past could have been different, and no longer fear the uncertainty of the future. A life where you embrace everything that happens to you, not as a source of frustration or resentment, but as an essential part of your journey. This is the profound power of Amor Fati, a concept rooted in Stoic philosophy that means love of fate. It's the radical acceptance of life as it unfolds, recognizing that every moment, every experience, and every challenge is necessary for your growth. Most of us live in a constant battle against reality. We dwell on the past, wishing we could change our mistakes, reliving moments of regret, or wishing that life had unfolded differently. We worry about the future, obsessing over what might go wrong or trying to control things we can't. This resistance to the present moment creates unnecessary suffering. But what if, instead of resisting life, we chose to embrace it fully, just as it is? This is the essence of Amor Fati, the idea that instead of wishing for a different reality, we accept love and even celebrate the one we have. By practicing Amor Fati, you free yourself from the weight of regret. Consider the things you wish you could change about your past, the mistakes, the heartbreaks, the failures. Imagine that you could go back and undo them. Would you? Amor Fati challenges us to see these experiences not as burdens, but as vital steps in our evolution. Without those painful moments, you wouldn't be who you are today. Every setback, every hardship, and every mistake has shaped your strength, your wisdom, and your resilience. They are all part of the unique story that has brought you here. This mindset also brings peace in the present moment. Life will never be perfect. There will always be challenges, flaws, and uncertainties. But instead of wishing for things to be different, Amor Fati encourages us to stop fighting against reality and start loving the life we have. It teaches us to embrace the imperfections, to see them as part of a larger, meaningful narrative. When we stop wishing for a different reality, we free ourselves from the constant strain of dissatisfaction. We begin to live with a sense of gratitude, not for a perfect life, but for the richness of the experience itself. The real magic of Amor Fati comes when we look toward the future. Fear of the unknown often holds us back, paralyzing us from taking risks or pursuing our dreams. But when you accept that life will unfold exactly as it should, you start to see obstacles not as insurmountable roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. Challenges become fuel for your progress. Instead of feeling defeated by setbacks, you approach them with courage, knowing that they have a purpose and that they are preparing you for something greater. Amor Fati gives you the courage to move forward with conviction, even in the face of uncertainty. Friedrich Nietzsche, inspired by Stoic thought, famously said, "My formula for greatness in a human being is Amor Fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity." This radical acceptance is not about resignation, it's about embracing life as it is and loving it in its entirety. Every joy, every sorrow, every triumph, and every failure is part of a greater design. When you love your fate, you are free. Free from regret, free from fear, and free from the need to control everything around you. Incorporating Amor Fati into your life isn't a one-time decision, it's a continual practice, a shift in mindset. Every time life throws something unexpected your way, remind yourself that this moment, however challenging, has value. Every difficulty, every unpleasant experience is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. The more you embrace this mindset, the more you will begin to transform. The walls of frustration, regret, and fear will crumble, and in their place will be a life filled with peace, courage, and joy. So what does it mean to love your fate? It means accepting life's twists and turns as essential to your journey. It means recognizing that each experience, whether good or bad, is woven into the fabric of who you are becoming. It's about looking at the challenges ahead and not feeling fear, but excitement for the lessons they will bring. It's about living fully in the present moment and embracing the life you have, knowing that every step you take is exactly where you need to be. In the end, Amor Fati is not just about accepting life, it's about loving it in all its imperfections. It's about surrendering to the flow of life, trusting that everything that happens is meant to be, and finding peace in the knowledge that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. When you fully embrace Amor Fati, you unlock the door to true freedom. And from that place of acceptance and love, your life will transform in ways you never imagined. Amor Fati is more than just a philosophy, it's a way of life. It's about embracing the good and the bad, the easy and the challenging, with the same open heart. But how do you actually practice this mindset on a daily basis? Here are some practical ways to live with Amor Fati and transform your life. Number 1. Reframe obstacles. Every problem you face is an opportunity for growth. Next time you encounter an obstacle, instead of feeling defeated or frustrated, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Instead of seeing the challenge as something unfair or negative, view it as a teacher sent to help you evolve. Whether it's a setback at work, a personal failure, or a tough relationship, Amor Fati urges you to welcome it as part of your path. Number 2. Gratitude for all things. It's easy to be grateful when life is going smoothly, but the true power of Amor Fati lies in being grateful for the struggles too. Try this exercise. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down not only the good things that happened in your day, but also the difficulties you encountered. Reflect on how these struggles have shaped you and made you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You'll begin to see that nothing is truly wasted. Number 3. Focus on what you can control. The Stoics believed that there are two categories in life: what is up to us and what is not. When you encounter an unpleasant situation, take a moment to ask yourself, is this something I can control? If it's not, then stop fighting it. Direct your energy toward what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, your attitude. By letting go of what's beyond your influence, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and frustration. Number 4. Accept the unchangeable. Life can feel unbearable at times, especially when things aren't going the way we want. The Stoics remind us that resistance to what is only creates more suffering. When you find yourself in a situation that feels tough or out of your control, pause and remind yourself it is as it is. Accepting the reality of a situation doesn't mean you have to like it. It simply means acknowledging that fighting it won't change it. By accepting it, you open the door to peace and possibility. Number 5. Embrace mortality. The Stoics often meditated on their own mortality, not to be morbid, but to help them truly appreciate life. When we recognize that time is finite, we stop wasting it on trivial pursuits and start focusing on what truly matters. Contemplate how precious your time is, and let that awareness motivate you to live more intentionally, to cherish every moment, and to prioritize the things that align with your deepest values. Amor Fati isn't about blind optimism or suppressing emotions. It's about facing life with courage, gratitude, and resilience. Imagine waking up daily and saying yes to all of it. To the joy, the pain, the uncertainty, the beauty. I embrace it all. When you adopt this mindset, life stops feeling like a battle and starts feeling like a gift. So what would your life look like if you truly loved your fate? What if, instead of wishing for a different story, you embraced the one you're living? Amor Fati isn't just a Stoic mindset, it's a way to rediscover freedom, purpose, and peace. If you're ready to dive deeper into Stoic wisdom and learn how to transform your mindset, subscribe to Stoic Trench. Together we'll explore philosophies that empower you to live with courage, clarity, and conviction. Your journey to embracing life starts here.